Jerry and Michelle met 20 years ago, and they have been married for 15 years. They met while they were working together in a department store.
I was still in high school, and I started talking to him. And just as a joke, because again, I didn't know a lot about the Philippines or its culture, I see Jerry walking down the aisle, and I said, excuse me, are you Filipino? And he said, are you talking to me? And I said, yeah, you, come here. And I started talking to him. I said, hi, my name is Michelle. I was just curious, are you Filipino? And he says to me, yes. And then he walks away. So I go back to folding my sweaters and doing my job as a part-time salesperson. He comes back over and he says, I'm sorry, Michelle, I was only kidding. I'm not Filipino. I'm like, oh, okay, well, where are you from? He said, Peru. He started laughing, and we started talking, hanging out. And 15 years, 4 kids later, we're married and doing the best we can, living our lives.
The family is close-knit, and Lola and Victor play an important role in family life. They teach their children and grandchildren about their Peruvian cultural identity. For Michelle, it's more difficult to pass on her Filipino identity.
I'm glad that my in-laws are involved in our lives, and I can honestly say that I'm very lucky for having such wonderful, open-minded, welcoming people in my family. I'm still trying to learn about the Philippines and its culture because I know nothing of it. So at this point in time, I can't really pass any knowledge on to my children. Any kind of cultural identity, cultural customs, traditions have been passed down to the children from the Peruvian side, as my children have their father, my husband, and their grandparents who are still in touch with their culture to teach them about the language, the customs, the traditional dress, the dances. We're still learning that. My mother-in-law, she's an amazing Peruvian food cook, and she's been feeding me basically since Jerry walked in and introduced me to his family. So I've seen all different kinds of cuisines and entrees from the Peruvian side, and a lot of the stuff is delicious. I've also learned how to cook some of the things, which has also made Jerry happy.